if I could just have a minute of your time before we start, I want to bring back the clock a bit to the beginning of On Approach. We always said from the start that this would be community driven, that On Approach, the length of each show would be dictated by however much news we have, right? So that could end up a 10-minute show, it could end up a 1-hour show, a 2-hour show, 3-hour show, but it's all user driven, right? So if there isn't anything to talk about, then the shows are shorter. If there's a lot to talk about, then the shows are longer. We also said that On Approach for the host should never feel like work. We don't have commercial sponsors to pause and introduce to you or sell to you. We don't have anyone to respond to as far as why was there no episode this week or why this or why that. It is what it is. We do this as a labor of love. When life needs to take #1 spot, it definitely can, and that goes for any of the hosts, and they all are well aware of being able to pull that card when needed. I'll be pulling that card this week. I do have some family in town. Kathleen's mom is in town, so I want to focus my time on that rather than recording tonight and editing tomorrow and then her leaving on Wednesday. No Edson in the doghouse. No Edson in the doghouse. So we're going to bring you a brief show. I look forward to On Approach every week because I love the worth mentioning section and hearing what add-ons received updates, and I'm sure you do too. I didn't want to put that off for another week, so we're going to bring you something real brief this week. Kevin and I kicking it and going through worth mentioning, so you don't have to wait. Enjoy the show. This is 73.
63, climb maintain 13 down. 13,000, couple of 63. 463, contact the New York Center, 128.3. 28 just with 63, good day.
Hello, Captain.
On Approach is a flight sim and aviation enthusiast podcast featuring the week's top user-submitted stories and news from the skylounge.tv and worldwide. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to an incredibly short episode. All we have is worth mentioning this week. Really, that's all we have. There's no big news anywhere. I have family in town. That's really the other big news we have. Kevin's out of town. We lost Noodle to No Man's Sky. Sparky's home drunk. It's that kind of week. So I'm going to hit you with what we do have worth mentioning. But first, a word for our popular contributors. Looking at the list of popular contributors this week, ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the month, and you know what that means. We are going to recognize the top non-patron contributor here on the skylounge.tv and reward them with a month of Gold Club patronage. Ladies and gentlemen, looking at the list in a number 5 spot, Dread Metis. Dread Metis, welcome to the family. I will be in contact with you shortly. It's so great to have you aboard. You'll be in the Gold Club here for the next 30 days, and hopefully we can suck you in and you stick around. I do want to also thank all the contributors as well. From the number 1 spot, Mr. Tomcat UK, and also a new patron to the flight crew, Mr. Gibbon in the number 2 spot, Mr. Lewis Bloom, Ivana Fly, Steve Simmons 1958, Wild Bill in the number 7 spot, Mr. Aviator Moser back on the map, Delta Mike, and David White. Thank you guys. Without you contributing news, we've got nothing to talk about. This week is not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. It's just a slow week of news. And now on to worth mentioning. From the top, Fly Tampa updates Hong Kong Kai-Tak to version 2, and if you catch it really quick, it's also on sale. One of their most beautiful sceneries, a crazy 90-degree approach where you fly over the city. Actually, it's more like you fly into the city and look for the checkered block on the ground and make a hard right turn when you see it under you. Amazing approach, amazing airport, definitely check that out. eBag V2 EFB for X-Plane is here and free. Mr. Dread Metis brings that in. Flight 1 GNS Complete has now been updated to 2.04. Brings it up to 4.3 compatibility. This is not to be confused with the GTN series. This is the GNS series. KVUO Pearson Field is coming to X-Plane. Another beautiful Orbex scenery. This one is designed by Bill Womack. Great guy, amazing designer from iBlue Yonder. They're bringing Pearson Field to X-Plane. DCS World 2.5 release version update. I have to get on that. Lately, I've been itching to fly faster and faster and faster. DCS, we're going to meet very soon. V-Sky Labs Europro Eurofox Project 5.1B1. A new update for that plane. And last but not least, a duplicate. See, we're even making up fake news. Orbex debuts KVUO Pearson Field for X-Plane. It's a duplicate. I did my best. We did it quick. We're in, we're out. Enjoy your week off on approach. Go watch something else. What do you recommend people watch? Give us a search in the YouTube search that they can type in.
Well, there's a lot of things out of what is it called? Oshkosh. There's an overpowered PT6 powered Wilga that we saw at Oshkosh. A great video. If you guys have like what 45 minutes that they have now in their hands.
Yeah, Draco.
Watch the video. Yeah, the Wilga is just absolutely beautiful. The PT6. There's a video. I don't remember who makes it. But it was a great video explaining all of the how the airplane was made and by the owner himself. So yeah, I recommend you guys go watch that. And if we miss any news this week, I mean, it's all worth mentioning, but I guess we missed a bit of news. But you know, if you guys have the news, just comment it on the lounge, and yeah, and we'll cover it. Yeah, that's what we need. We need you guys.
I'm gonna steer people over to Mr. Shane, Osflight Simmer. Go and check out his channel, check out his latest video, show the love, show the support. Not only is Shane a Gold Club supporter of the lounge, but he's also a very good friend. And you're going to want to hit subscribe and knock the bell there as well, because, well, you might hear my voice over there at some point this week or next. I don't know, sometime soon, TM. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, Sky 5.
Contact the New York Center 128.3.